words, I'm Buck's younger brother. And Gene was our uncle, of course, and my dad had one sister, Millie. And just like Brian said, Gene was not the easiest guy to get to know. He was so modest and quiet. But I think really after he retired from the Navy, I figured out a way to get through to him, as Chanel and Allie were trying to alluding to, and that was sports. We were both 49er fans. My dad and Gene, every year for the big game between Cal and Stanford, always had this bet, and it was just hilarious. And I think more times than not, Gene won, and my dad would reluctantly, I think it was $5 or $10, I forget. But my dad, if he lost, which is frequent, he would get the most beat up $1 bills you'd ever seen. Roll them up and go, here you go, Gene.
Pennies.
Yeah, just ridiculous, just hilarious. And then some years, and my dad would always be straight up, no points, but you had to be careful with Gene because he tried to get points if you weren't on your game. Like if Cal had a better team that year, say, okay, we'll do the bet, but I need about 20 points, you know. You gotta be fair here. But, so that was a connection I made in speaking with Gene, was to talk about sports, talk anything about Stanford, their football team, their basketball team, men's or women's, whatever, the Niners. He enjoyed talking about sports, and I enjoyed that. And then sometimes I would call Millie, like I live up in Roseville, north of Sacramento, and they lived up in Auburn for a while. So it was fun to go up and visit them on occasion. And he was a difficult man to get to know, but slowly but surely I got in there because he was so modest, but there was a way in there, and he could really be much warmer and genuine once he took the time to cultivate that relationship. I was waiting for the hook. Sorry. Oh yeah. And there's a final little note. One summer, my cousin Craig and I, the Enterprise was in dry dock up in Bremerton, Washington. What was that, summer of 71 or 72, Craig, I think?
Somewhere around 72.
Yeah, I think you're right. Summer of 72. So Craig and I drove in my Volkswagen up the coast, all the way through Oregon and to Washington to stay with Gene on the Enterprise for a couple of days, and it was just, what a delight. With Gene's private chef, and Craig and I were hiking around Mount Rainier during the day, picking these wild berries, and then when Gene went to bed at night, we'd sneak out in the galley, and they had, it was like a Baskin Robbins store, there'd be tubs of ice cream like this. And we just had a field day. Anyhow, just many, many fond memories over the years, and he'll be dearly missed.